Hello, my name is Hassan Sorrells, and this is the Leadership Lessons from the Great Books podcast shorts. There's no co-host on these shorts episodes. These are now around 2 to 4 minute, sometimes as long as 6 to 10 minute observations, ideas, thoughts, or rants about the literature, philosophy, psychology, and even the theology of leadership. Because listening to me talk about leadership for now around 2 to 4 minutes is still better than reading and trying to understand yet another business book. Even that business book your coworker won't stop raving about because it quote-unquote changed their life, but you can't see any difference in their leadership behavior. So how good could that author be? There are 3 things that people will pay for in our increasingly technocratic, yet increasingly incompetent society and culture. And they will pay with their time, their attention, and at the very end, their money. The first thing that people will pay for is radical accountability. They will pay with their attention and their claps. This is because while accountability has always been hard to come by, never before in Western human history have so many options to avoid accountability been so readily apparent. The second thing that people will pay for is radical candor. They will pay with their time because the Western world has weaponized and commercialized empathy as just another set of marketable marketing tricks, rather than admitting that the more people can see with their eyes via their technology, the more they would really like to be treated and communicated with as aware adults. Finally, the third thing that people will pay for is, of course, competency. They will pay with their money because so many people have failed to understand or have explained to them exactly where the quote-unquote hard work is located emotionally, psychologically, spiritually, and physically in any particular given opportunity. The work, of course, is located in a different place when you are at work than when you are at home. And at work, it's located in a different place than where you would expect it. By the way, knowing where the hard work is located, as well as what the hard work actually is, allows you to do that hard work well with a high level of quality and, of course, with a high level of accountability and candor. See how that all worked out? Which, in case you missed it, is some of what's missing overall in our Western leadership culture today. And well, that's it for me. Thank you for listening to the Leadership Lessons from the Great Books podcast today. And now that you've made it this far, you should subscribe to the audio version of this show on all the major podcast players, including Apple iTunes, Spotify, YouTube Music, and everywhere else where podcasts are available. There's also a video version of our podcast on our YouTube channel. Like and subscribe to the video version of this podcast on the Leadership Toolbox channel on YouTube. Just search for Leadership Toolbox and hit the subscribe button there on YouTube. And while you're doing that, leave a 5-star review if you like what we're doing here on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. Just go below the player and hit 5 stars. We need those reviews to grow, and it's the easiest way to help grow this show. And tell all your friends, of course, in leadership. By the way, if you don't like what we're doing here, well, you can always listen to another leadership show. There are several other good ones out there. At least that's what I've heard. All right. Well, that's it for me.